Hey everyone, we had a little time today, so we're back here to finish out our Millionaire draft. Let's check out the deck. I'll get out of your way. Do 6 Secret Keepers in our currently 1 and 2 deck. 3 Arcanist Owls with a lot to find with them. We got 2 So Tinies, 2 Witching Wells, a Scaldron, Charmed Sleep. So, and the other owls themselves, and this Corridor Monitor. So there's really a lot that Arcanists can find. We've got Emery hanging out in the lake, looking to distribute swords. And what we found, though, is that the 6 Secret Keepers, while seemingly should be plenty of Secret Keepers, we really missed having a runaway together. I would trade one of these Secret Keepers for a runaway together. I was in my head thinking of Secret Keeper runaway together almost like it was not a like it was just another copy of this, but the interaction with your opponent's stuff really matters. So runaway together feels like a 6th Secret Keeper and interaction with Oppo, which I miss. We've got Jinx saying no Emery, but with Witching Wells and Cauldrons and the Trips Owl, and to an extent the Corridor Monitor, I think Emery's a no-brainer. This is just too much value, Jinx. Cycling these things through is amazing, and recasting Owls is amazing. And she's a lightning rod. Like, this shows up and people go out of their way to kill her. Yeah, another DSP would be good too. But I like the deck and have been surprised at our, so far, lack of overwhelming success. But let's go on a march, shall we? Let's march to, well, let's march to more than 1. Well, record is correct at least. Looks good. This account doesn't really have nice lands, although we can go put in some whatever jumpstart lands I found. But this side accounts don't have a lot of bling, so accept that. Congrats, Pac-Man. It's a nice personal accomplishment for a lot of people to get to Mythic. I've not been there. It's not a personal goal of mine, but if it were, I'd be super psyched to get there. So good work. Looking scary here. Woof. It's going to be tough. But if we can get defended in the air, we should still be okay, because we just need to not die to the air attack. In this case, I'm going to hold the counter. They might play around it. You could play around a DSP here and just not cast anything, and there's some sense to that. But I just feel like with that Improbable Alliance, I really don't want that that dude to resolve. So I didn't even counter that. I'm trying to counter this possible duder. Norbert would have countered that. I want to counter the thing that can do this again and again and again as the game goes on, Norbert. But they may get me here and not do anything. Like if they crack the well, that would be good for them to do. Yeah, so they played it cagey, and I understand. But it did hold them back for a turn. Now they might have counter. It's probably just going to crack the well, though. Coolio would have countered it. I guess, yeah, because it was an additional cost. I could have punished them for having to pitch. Yeah, that's fair. Maybe I should counter that. I was pretty obsessed with countering this, but that was the thrill would have been decent. I'm going to now go shields down and try the owl. I think they're on cash in the witching well. So tiny and skipped 3 lands, so that was a pretty good owl. That's what I was worried about on one level here, but Owl can still block 2/1 fairies, so that's good. This looks like a pretty good version of a deck that had struggled to succeed in the format, so maybe them being in the 1-2 range. We don't know exactly what Oppo's record is, but it's supposed to be something close to us. Feather's asking, I'm free to play. Yeah, I haven't paid. I bought the welcome bundles on the accounts we play on here, but that's it. And I recommend that people use the EV tool in my spreadsheet to establish what queue they should be playing. Because really, what queue you should be playing if you care about your return on investment is heavily based on your win percentage. Didn't say please can stay up with the corridor monitor being played. And I guess we attack first and then corridor monitor the owl. And then have DSP up. Another place where I'm not going to counter it. I just, this is not the thing that overwhelms us. Merchant with 6 mana starts to get rough with this stuff, so yes, this I counter. That's the thing that kept me from doing what I think you all are correct about, which is that I should have countered the thrill. I kind of disregarded and didn't think through the additional cost part, that it was like a 2-for-1 in and of itself to counter a thrill, so that would have been a good reason to do it. I'm playing my 6th land, and I think we just Paladin, and we show shields down on this by playing the Paladin, but we continue to build a big air force for our Oppo's game plan here. And we still have So Tiny. I could do the sorcery thing here too, but I still like roughly where we're at. Not finding a lot of our keepers. I mean, we're almost halfway through the deck and we found 1 of our 6. That's a little under average. Although I guess like at 26 we're really a third of the way, so it's not ridiculous. Oh, Jinx, I spoke to it quite heavily. You don't like recasting Arcanist Owls and Cauldrons and Witching Wells? I do. That's the short version. I like recasting card draw, removal, and Insano 2-for-1 creatures. All right, now we're getting in trouble. And am I going to go 1-3 with this one too? I mean, this is a crazy deck to go 1-3 with. It is so damn good. What is going on? Jinx, if you're not putting Emery in this deck, I think you're doing it wrong. I really do. I don't know. Maybe somebody else out there is on the Jinx plan of not running Emery in a deck with with what we've got in it, but I think it was no brainer. Also, we have 2 animating fairies for the wells. There's just a lot of keep that in mind too, Jinx. 3. We have 2 wells and a cauldron and 2 animating fairies. So there's this whole sub theme of artifact going on that is absolutely legit. Now that's a mentality you got to fix, Jinx. Come on. You're better than that. You should all be better than that. I don't want to hear, I'm just unlucky when it comes to self-mill. I don't want to hear that from my chat. You are all better than that. You are not unlucky when it comes to self-mill. You are just as lucky with everybody else. Sometimes it helps, sometimes it doesn't. Get your head out of that. It does not help you to have your head there. I believe you are, Allie. I'm telling you, you are. Apparently we're not better than Oppo, though. Mwah! Thank you, Magic. I love you, Magic. Hey, Emery does not belong in every deck, Jinx, but it totally belongs in this one. It absolutely belongs in this one. Hey, there's another one. We found our second one. Oppo's like, why are they playing a mill deck with 1 keeper? That's not very good. I'll show him we had another. Oh, maybe. We don't even get to draw it. Never mind. Look at that. They're at 8. It's so unlucky for us to lose this. They're at 8 cards, and we've played 1 of our 6 venture deepers. Oppo's at 8 cards, and we're still going to lose. Ah, Magic. I got a smile on my face, though. I am having fun playing with you all and just getting gobsmacked at what this game can do to us sometimes, right? I mean, and this is why that's why I really want you to have the nuts and bolts spike mentality, because it can help you fade these beats. This does not feel good, but you got to just focus on the stuff you could control. And I think of the stuff we could control, we did a pretty good job with this deck, and we did a pretty good job with the other deck. Although I want to call out one of the losses from this deck from yesterday, from the other video, absolute punt. It's kind of funny. I timed D out for 10 minutes yesterday over a different issue, and then like right as that punt happened, I was like, I wonder if D's back yet, because this should be punted. Snap, D punting me. Often our punts are free lessons. It doesn't affect the outcome of the game. We're like, oh, we screwed that up, but we still won. Or we screwed that up, but it didn't matter because it was not going to save us. But yesterday we had the dreaded, I screwed that up and I lost because of it. Those are the naked situations that remind you how this can be a game of inches. But I don't know, folks. If someone shows you this and says, you want to run this, I would take this over a random draft result from me any time. I think this is a well above average deck, and we got some well below average luck. Welcome to the game. Right, DG? I just, I don't know. Oh yeah, you want to see the, well, too late. Maybe I saved it. Let's see. Nah. But you can go back and look, Shirley, at the VOD if you want. And all right, YouTube, I don't know why I can't deliver more wins, but magic is magic, and we're having fun anyway. I hope you are too, and we'll catch you at the next draft.